A while ago, I was working with a young writer who'd written a story that was really good in many ways, and yet, however much he edited it, it was just kind of bland. It was a boy meets girl story, as so many of the best stories are, and the impediment to the protagonist achieving his objective was his mental health problems. Now, the story was set in a generic student flat in an unspecified location, and although the structure was really good, although the characterisation was thoughtful, it was, even by the author's own estimation, crushingly dull. Now, one simple change completely transformed the story. In the revised version, rather than having the protagonist sit around in a student flat, in order to get close to the object of his desire, he had to join her glass-blowing collective. Now, it so happened that the author's other skill was glass-blowing, and so he knew the details and the vocabulary of this micro-world really well. As soon as he changed the story to set it within that micro-world, it was completely transformed. There was a whole nother layer to the narrative, as the protagonist had to try to make a vase that wasn't completely embarrassing, and a degree of comedy came into that initially, but also that quest became important in its own right, and maybe even started to take on something of a symbolic meaning. But even more than that, by setting the story within this micro-world, the author had access to a wonderful vocabulary of interesting nouns, borosilicate glass and marver and annular and thermal stress, and all this wonderful language really brought the story to life. Remember that you're making this stuff up, right? So you can make up any kind of setting, any kind of context. And if you choose to locate your story within an interesting micro-world that has its own vocabulary, then it is so much easier than if the setting is generic and bland. Thanks for watching, and good luck with your writing.